Alright, so today on Boy Wonder Broadcast, I got a package, and it is a package I've been looking forward to, and I'm going to be reviewing the Unmasked Kylo Ren Disney Elite Series action figure. This is die cast. It's awesome. I have not opened my regular edition of this figure, the regular Elite Edition, which I got on Force Friday. Just because I think the packaging is just spectacular. I think everything looks cool with it. But this one, I want to open it up. I want to share it with you guys. I want to kind of see what these Elite figures are all about, because all of my Black Series figures I opened up, and I'll do a little bit of comparison. But all right, so here we have the Kylo Ren Disney Store exclusive Elite Series Unmasked Kylo Ren. And this figure is awesome. Just looking at him, and he's die cast, so he's got some weight to him. But the likeness is actually pretty good to Adam Driver, and I like that. And it's the first unmasked Kylo Ren figure, obviously, we've gotten so far. This is the first Elite Series figure I've unboxed, just simply because the Elite boxes I think are just so cool. And I'm not one of those mint and box collectors, but I just think the boxes on the Elite Series are really cool looking. But the sculpt on this guy is fantastic. I mean, his articulation is a little bit limited compared to, say, the Black Series, and I'll do a little comparison. But I like that they sculpted the hood right there, so you can see that. And a lot of people, and I'm gonna go into spoilers now, a lot of people who saw Adam Driver was gonna be Kylo Ren were a little bit disappointed. They say he looks kind of ordinary. But yeah, he looks kind of ordinary, but that's the thing. He is ordinary, but he's a troubled individual. Um, let's take a look, and we're gonna go over some articulation. So, head wise, side to side, we've got a tiny bit of up and down, a little bit of side to side. Arm wise, because of the sculpt, it's gonna, as you start moving it upwards, it's gonna start going to the side. Elbows, again, kind of limited, single joint on the elbow. Wrist is going to be a standard swivel, and it's kind of sculpted in the sleeve. Same thing with the other arm. Waist, you're going to get standard waist swivel. Legs, you're going to get a ball jointed hip, but because of the skirt armor, it's a little bit, well, actually a lot of bit restricted. And also, because of that die cast, you're also going to see a little bit, if you can see, it kind of drops there. The stiffness of the joint doesn't really hold up. Knees, single jointed knee, and single jointed ankle. The ankle is actually somewhat sturdy. There's some clicks in there you can kind of see. But that's going to be it in terms of articulation. So in terms of articulation, it doesn't really hold up to the Black Series, and same thing with the joints. They don't really hold up to the Black Series. It comes with one accessory, and that's going to be the lightsaber. And the lightsaber is actually very well detailed. In terms of paint. You can kind of see that it's actually got a lot of paint detail there. Um, and compared to the Black Series, so it's going to be a larger figure than the Black Series. So the Black Series is your standard 6-inch scale. This one's going to be your 7-inch scale, so it's going to be larger. It's going to be more on par with like your NECA figure. And then, of course, the Hasbro series is going to have cloth goods, so the sculpt detail isn't necessarily going to be there. And then, of course, the Hasbro also has a little more detail when it comes to articulation. In terms of the lightsaber, if you look at the lightsaber, I much prefer the Elite Series. The Elite Series, much more detailed, better paint application, and overall just a much better sculpt there on the Elite Series sculpt and paint. More film accurate, if I had to say. Here he is compared to the regular release Elite Series, and that one I didn't, like I said, I didn't open it just simply because I like the box. I think the box looks really, really cool. And I'm not a mint in package collector. I like taking my stuff out. I like posing it, but I just thought this box looked really cool. So that's just a little comparison there. Overall, I'm really happy with this figure, and I'm really happy they gave us an Unmasked. And I know Disney has already come out and said they don't have any plans for more Elite Series figures, but I hope they do more. So that's my review. Overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give this guy a 7. I like the sculpt. I like that we got this character. It is a reused body mold that we got with the previous release. The only things that I would have to nitpick is the lack of articulation, and the die cast, as cool as it is, it just kind of wears down on some of the joints. So that's my review. Subscribe and like. Boy Wonder Broadcast. We're sending off.